Hello and welcome to the BMBC Podcast with David Adeleke. Pod all about transforming your minds towards achieving greater society impact with challenging topics focused on personal development, leadership, values, and professional discourse. It's definitely worth your time. Without further ado, let's dive into our topic for today. Welcome to another episode of BMBC Podcast with David Adeleke. Once again, I want to thank you all. I appreciate everyone who listened to the first episode of the BMBC Podcast. So without further ado, go right straight into today's episode. And let me begin by saying, we are all aware of the economic downturn in the nation, and unemployment problems are continually in the news, with many major corporations laying off employees as part of necessary cutbacks. Some of these are affecting a lot of people, and it's affecting a lot of families, a lot of educations, a lot of businesses, and many of us harbor legitimate concerns and are uncertain about our future. But the truth is, even with these conditions that now occur in our economy, there is still a way still exists for you to be successful in this country. There is always a way. There is still a way for you to be able to achieve all your long-time dreams, for you to be able to achieve all your desires. This key concept or way for you to be successful starts right now. We are going to be discussing a very key tool to becoming successful even in this current situation that we are. And this key can be described in a word: diligence. We talk about diligence. We talk about being steady, earnest, energetic, application and effort. Diligence is intentional. Diligence is proactive. Diligence creates innovative strategies that solve complex problems. The opposite of a diligent person is one who is indifferent, who is lazy, who is sluggard. And an indifferent and lazy person displays a lack of interest or concern, placing little or no importance or value on their lives. A habitually idle or lazy person. When you are diligent, you take the time to evaluate and examine the processes that you have set in place in and around your life. Diligence reaps rewards. Diligence, it is the key tool you need in this time that we are. Whether it's examining the health of your family, whether it's your business, whether it's your academics, whether it's your finances, your career, whatever it is, diligence reaps rewards. Diligence reaps rewards. You need to choose to always diligently examine and weigh every area of your life. Where you find slack, you will find lack. Definitely. Where you find slack, when you are sluggish, there will always be lack. Even the Bible backs this up in Proverbs 13 verse 4 and said, "The soul of a lazy man desires and has nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made rich." Can we see the principle in that? In that verse, we can see from that verse, the soul of the diligent shall be made rich. So, what exactly do you need in this time, in this economy that we have right now, where there is unemployment, insecurity everywhere? The economy has gone upside down. But still, in this economy, you can still make it. You can still become successful if you are diligent. The soul of a lazy man desires and has nothing. Definitely, When you are lazy, you cannot have anything. That's the plain truth. The soul of the diligent shall be made rich. The diligent wants to be successful. As I've said, diligence, it's intentional. The diligence wants to be successful with all of his or her desires. But without diligence, it won't be easy. It cannot be easy. You have to be diligent. You have to be intentional. You have to be intentional about it, about your business, about your academics, about your finances. You have to be intentional about your career. The last part of the verse indicates the diligent person is going to be successful. The diligent person is going to be successful. Another verse in Proverbs also verifies this. It said, the hand of the diligent will rule. Imagine, the hand of the diligent will rule, but the lazy man will be put to forced labor. The hand of the diligent will rule. That means once you are diligent, you will surely get to the top, no matter what. No matter how the situation is currently, you will surely get to the top. You will surely grow. It's a process. It's a process. And you need to be diligent to pass through that process of life. The hand of the diligent will rule, but the lazy man will be put to forced labor. The diligent person will be in control or in management. The diligent person will rule. Once you are diligent, you will surely grow. Definitely. But the indifferent person, the sluggard, the one that does not care, will be forced to work at the more menial paying jobs that won't even produce the good things or extras in life that they desire. What do you need to do to be diligent? Firstly, you need to be intentional. You need to be intentional about it. Choose to surround yourself with those who are more wise, who are diligent, who are prudent and mature than you. These are ways for you to be able to maintain that spirit. Even scripture says, where no counsel is, the people fall. So if you don't have people around you that are diligent, that are wise to counsel you, that are mature, that are prudent, there will be a fall. In the multitude of diligent, wise and seasoned counselors, you will surely find success. You will surely find success. Surround yourself with people who are wise, who are matured, who are diligent, who are prudent. People who you can account to. As strange as this may sound, the truth is, if you start now to become diligent in every area of your life, be it your career, your academics, your finances, your business, whichever you choose, you begin to set a pattern that will make you successful. It's a process. The more diligent you are, the more it is that you are setting that pattern to your success. You keep going. If you have established a pattern and reputation of diligence as part of your character, as part of your behavior, as part of your daily, day-to-day activities, you will get jobs, advancement that will make you successful. Definitely be diligent. He who has a slack hand becomes poor, but the hand of the diligent makes rich. Those who are indifferent, lazy, sluggish, just want to slide by and get it over with wheel wind up below average. No, it's not done. It's not done. It's not done that way. It does not work that way. It's a process you need to follow. Another thing is accountability. Accountability is critical. Execution and diligence requires accountability. You set goals, long term, short term goals, but you don't meet up to them. Why? It is because you are not accountable to anything. You are not accountable to anyone. If you don't meet up with your target, what happens? Nothing. So you feel reluctant. You need to be accountable. You need to be accountable. Accountability is very critical. It is a key to becoming successful. The diligent person brings success and even wealth to himself and to his family. When you are diligent, you attract resources, you attract success, you attract opportunities. You don't settle for less. If one opportunity does not come, does not fit in, you don't relent. You go for the other opportunities. You are proactive. If there is anything you should take from this episode, it is a major key to your being successful begins in your life now. Diligence is your key to success. Thank you once again for listening to the BMBC Build a Man, Build a Community podcast. I remain your host, David Adeleke. See you in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in today. You've just listened to the BMBC podcast with your host, David Adeleke. Subscribe to our podcast on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Play. See you at the next episode.